Tim, not the two-man Taylor. If I told you LA Knight versus AJ Styles was going to be a WrestleMania match about 4 months ago, would you have been surprised?
Yes, because I definitely thought I definitely thought that LA Knight had a different dance partner heading to WrestleMania.
For sure. I think that when that dance partner is time to drop the belt, perhaps they revisit that. But right now, it seems like it is LA Knight building season. So I am in approval of this AJ Styles LA Knight match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think it's going to be nice. AJ Styles is definitely chicken and ricing so hard right now. This man is just my God. Like Barry Bonds is like, see, people can get bigger when they get older. It's not bad. Just pointing it out.
There's something going on there.
It's all chicken and rice.
And dad tension too with that new tan he got going on. But yeah, he's in 1985 Hogan mode for sure with that body and that tan.
Yes, sir. Just needs a couple more inches. He'll be good to go.
All right, but we are here with Tim, not the Toolman Taylor, the man behind all the graphics on here on the No So, the producer of No Hold Bars. Tim, what's going on, buddy?
Not much, man. I got WrestleMania fever. I got the itch. I've been broken out in hives for a week or two of just all the excitement heading into the biggest WrestleMania of all time, WrestleMania 40.
That it is. In 2 weeks from tonight of release, we're at the midst of it. Does it feel 2 weeks away?
No.
I know, it's
not
crazy,
at all.
right?
Like there's a lot of things that have put my time into like weird boxed in things because next week's Easter. So that the week already feels shorter then. Yeah. And then after that's WrestleMania. So it just feels like I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to wake up and then it's WrestleMania. 10
more sleeps. It feels like 12 more sleeps, whatever it is before you leave.
That's right.
However you want to look at it. But this match has actually been on simmer for a while. These guys were in the same match at the Royal Rumble. Mm-hmm. AJ Styles did not take a liking to LA Knight upon returning to the WWE because he felt that LA Knight took his spot. That being, LA Knight took the Crown Jewel match after in September-ish, the Bloodline knocked AJ Styles out of contention for a while. Also known as, hey, I don't work Friday nights because my son plays high school football and we have that in my contract. AJ Styles agreement going on there. Hey, kudos to him. That's a hell of a deal in his contract. But LA Knight was there, ready to take that spot, and he did. He went on to have a decent Crown Jewel match with Roman Reigns, but was screwed by the Bloodline, which he felt put him in contention for the WWE Championship match at the Royal Rumble. AJ Styles thought he deserved the WWE Championship match at the Royal Rumble because he was the number one contender when he was taken out. And then Randy Orton also found himself in that match upon returning and I believe winning a number one contendership or around qualifying or being a part of his signing to SmackDown deal. So the Royal Rumble comes and AJ Styles is the one that takes the pin from Roman Reigns. And then after that, AJ Styles does not qualify for the Elimination Chamber, but LA Knight does. AJ Styles would return at the Elimination Chamber or find himself in the Elimination Chamber on an injury timeout, sneaking in and taking LA Knight out. So now LA Knight has got a rift with AJ Styles after AJ Styles has had a rift with LA Knight all along. And homie don't play that game. So there's no gold in LA Knight's future, but there is blood and it's coming into the hands of AJ Styles. Now AJ Styles, once he gets this match, he plays a little chicken and the egg and stays away from LA Knight until LA Knight felt that the need to go get AJ Styles. And last Friday night on SmackDown, he showed up when AJ Styles was having an interview at home and had a little home invasion style, Triple H and Randy Orton 2009 style. Tim, what did you think of that home invasion?
I feel like they do the home invasion, like they don't do the home invasion angle all the time. But the last time the WWE did a home invasion angle, it was Seth to Edge.
Yep.
And then
Summerish, yeah.
And then before that, it was Samoa Joe to AJ.
Wendy again, caught in the crosshairs.
Like, so why? And then if you even go back to like TNA, AJ Styles was a home invasion recipient back in TNA during like the Aces and Eights stuff when he was like doing the lone wolf AJ Styles stuff where he had the other TNA title and they had Rockstar Spud go and try to take the title from him. But this is not a TNA podcast. There's plenty of others. Highway to the Impact Zone. Catch it all there. To answer the question, I feel like they do it too often, but even then, it's not really that often. But I don't necessarily care for the home invasion angle, but I get the point of it, right? If LA Knight's trying to get his hands on AJ, who has been attacking him from behind week after week after week, and he can't find him face to face, he knows where he lives. He's going to go get him a pound of flesh. And so when all of this was first going down, going back to the Royal Rumble, I immediately thought that like the WrestleMania match could have been a triple threat with Roman's 3 losers.
Yeah.
But then I also thought that like LA Knight was going to be going against Logan Paul for the US title. Right. Yeah. Which of course didn't happen. And Roman gets that spot, or not Roman, Randy gets that spot, and KO is looped into that because KO's just like lost in the shuffle. So I'm glad for this match, because if this match didn't happen, I don't know where else in WrestleMania LA Knight and AJ Styles can pair up. Yeah. They're just kind of like the last 2 guys on the dance floor. It's like you, me, let's do it.
Yeah, but there is a little baseline of a backstory. I like how they went to the home invasion to kind of put in a parentheses on the feud heading right in before WrestleMania. So I don't mind them dipping into that cards of trick for this, mid-card feud, because what it is. But overall, that edge and that pizzazz of the home invasion kind of get LA Knight a little bit more edge heading into WrestleMania. Will make him a bigger star, hopefully coming out of WrestleMania, because, his AJ Styles, 6th, 7th WrestleMania singles match. So it's a pretty big spot for LA Knight in retrospect.
Right. I mean, this is LA Knight's first WrestleMania match
ever. Yeah.
I think. Yep. So what a way to debut. The star of the megastar continues to rise, the stock they're in. And AJ does kind of have a spot to prove too. I mean, he's been dinged up in and off the shelf for a while. WrestleMania, he's been connected to Omos and tag team action. He's way past the glory days of being WWE champion, defending the title against Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania.
Yeah, he's like a gatekeeper's role, so to speak.
That's kind of where he is now, but with this new look, this newfound attitude, and most importantly, this new diet he's on, whatever it is, whether it's liquid or solid, he is definitely in good form. And depending on how the rest of WrestleMania comes out, this match could have the most long-term effect, because you'd have to suspect the winner of this is around your de facto number 1 contender for whatever happens between Cody and Roman at the end of night 2.
Perhaps, or shooken up, head into the other Raw. I could see LA Knight versus Drew if that's a match they want to go with, or I could see AJ Styles versus Cody, perhaps, with a first feud for sure. So yeah, this is an interesting spot. You would think LA Knight's kind of a shoo-in to win this, but I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily put all my chips in there. I think I would lean that way, but I could be talked the other way.
Yeah, this is definitely in the grasp of another time period that we're in right now. You're thinking March Madness. This is the epitome of your 8-9 matchup, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
The seating is too close. The line, if you're into opportunities, the line is too close to call. There's no real definitive favorite. And you can see a world in which either man will be victorious. I will probably be waffling back and forth between who is going to come out victorious until the match is probably over. I'm curious if you think this is a don't want to say night 1, night 2, a WrestleMania Saturday or a WrestleMania Sunday match.
Well, there. Let's hit the end, Tim, here. First, I'll answer your question. I believe this is a night 1 match. I think they're going to have a heel close the night and perhaps a heel open the night. And I think they need babyface winner night 1. And I think LA Knight is that guy. But yeah, but that gives away my winner. What do you think? Do you agree with that same sentiment?
I've been on these previews before talking about LA Knight, and continuously I run back the same thought I've had before. the more you push the envelope with LA Knight and the more you don't pay it off for him, the higher the risk you have of the audience parting ways with LA Knight. Having LA Knight win here elevates him farther, keeps everybody on the LA Knight train. Because if he keeps getting put into high-profile matchups that he can't close out, eventually the fans lose out faith, and they will not stay on the ride. So my heart, my dream journal, all point to LA Knight right now, but I just can't. I can't fully. Right now, it's 51-49 LA Knight. Yeah,
I'll go 65-35 LA Knight. Yeah,
there you go.
All right. So speaking of percentages, where are you out of 10 for excitement for this match in particular?
I think it's a solid 6 or a gentleman's 6, we'll call it. It's a middle of the road match. Especially since in my head, I had these guys doing other things at Mania and these two getting put together. I think it's going to over deliver on what it could possibly be. I don't see AJ Styles, coming up lame when the lights are on bright, and LA Knight's going to have something to prove here. First WrestleMania out, big stage, Philadelphia, a stone's throw away from his hometown of Hagerstown, Maryland. He'll be he doesn't claim it anymore, but he's there. So it's kind of a homecoming for him. It's a few hours away, but still a lot closer than Gainesville, Georgia. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's a home game for LA Knight for sure. That's cool. I didn't think of that, but yeah, absolutely. Very, very, very cool. All right, Tim, we are out of here. You've heard it. Day 1, LA Knight is your winner, and we're about a 6 out of 10 for excitement on this. So, Tim,
that's right.
After WrestleMania Night 1 or after WrestleMania Night 2 for a 2-parter, are we going to get a viewer's choice?
I think we'll probably get a delayed viewer's choice because we will actually, both Marcus and I will be live at WrestleMania Night 2. Okay. So we will probably do a delayed, like a Monday after, a morning after WrestleMania, just to encapsulate the entire weekend, both Night 1 and Night 2. We'll also have the unique perspective of having the opportunity to watch it both on pay-per-view or on Peacock for Night 1, and then being in the building Night 2 and seeing the differences and feeling the difference between. So
very cool. Well, check that out on the audio feed. Tim, as always, thank you, and we'll see you on the next one, buddy.
Yes, sir.